Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Innings Insights. Today, we are going to give you our top trade predictions for the deadline. We were supposed to do All-Stars, but things came up. But here we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Well, hello, everyone. Again, welcome back to Innings Insights. This is the greatest baseball podcast in the world. I think that's common knowledge. And I'm joined by my wonderful co-host, who also happens to be in my family somehow, Christopher Hunter Blanco.
Not sure how that happened. Thank you so much.
Yes.
I'm excited to talk trades. I think it's kind of a wild trade deadline because I think some teams that we thought were going to be dealers are now going to be buyers. Things are flip-flopping back and forth, and I don't know what to think. Why do we need to break it down?
Yeah, this is why we're here. This is our job. Well,
It's our job.
It's my job. You have a big boy job.
Whatever.
Somewhat.
I'm thinking AL East. We start. Make it easy.
Yeah,
I feel like that's where everyone always starts.
Yeah, just go all the way down.
First of all, the Orioles are tied for first now, or they are in first. Didn't see that happening.
Wow.
I know that has nothing to do with trades, but I just pulled it up and I did not know that. Did you know that?
Are they?
They're in first.
They're in first. Well, what am I looking at? Because it says they're 50 and 30, a game behind the Yankees at 52 and 30.
51 and 30 and 52 and 31 is what I'm seeing.
So mine is outdated then. That's what you're telling me.
That's exactly what I'm telling you.
Unbelievable. Baseball reference. You're letting me down.
I'm on MLB.com.
I'm
okay.
there now. I'm there.
Orioles.
Yes.
What are we thinking here? Are they going to be buyers or sellers? What do you want to talk about?
So I think Baltimore.
They're definitely selling, right?
I mean, I guess they don't really have to do anything. I mean, this team is just so good.
I was being sarcastic.
Up and down. I mean, your guy who you really enjoy, I don't understand why, Grayson Rodriguez, nothing but average. He's nothing but average. I mean, he's all right. He's there. He was supposed to be the guy, but he hasn't been. So looking at this roster, really, I mean, up and down, it's just chef's kiss. Like, I can't find a single weakness on the roster, really, other than, I guess, the starting rotation, maybe. I mean, who on their 2024 bingo card had Albert Suarez pitching for the Baltimore Orioles with a 2.7 ERA?
Not me.
No.
They've definitely had some issues in that rotation because John Means went down and who was it else? Who else went down?
It was the other pitcher. Oh, don't do that to me.
The other pitcher.
Yes, the one that's
it wasn't
Bradish.
Bradish.
Yes,
That's
Kyle
who it
Bradish.
was. Bradish.
Dean Kramer's also out, though. Tyler Wells is also out. So they're relying on Corbin Burns, who's just pitched phenomenally.
Fantastic. Good
Albert
guy.
Suarez, former Giant. Pitched pretty good. Cole Irvin has been. He's putting up. He's doing.
He's there.
He's there. He's eating
yeah,
up
he's
innings. And the bullpen's just lights out as well.
Kimbrel's been pretty darn good.
He's been good. He's back to Craig Kimbrel. 2.5 4 ERA, 28 in a third innings with 42 strikeouts, 17 saves. He's at 434 for his career.
Does he get to 500?
How old is he? He was born in 88, so
He's 36.
36. I'd like to see him get there. He's going to need a lot more saves. He's probably going to have to play for another 5 years. But I think he can get there if he does that.
Didn't you say he's at 434 career saves, so he needs 66 more? So if you break 66 down and you get 30 a season, that's only 2+ seasons.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. He's at 17 already. We're not. We're at the halfway point of the season. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
As for trades for this team, obviously they're not going to buy. They don't need to buy. And really, they don't really. I mean, if they want to get rid of somebody, they can probably get some value for Jorge Mateo or Austin Hayes.
Well, they just have so many prospects
So many. They don't need
still
any of them. Heston,
that I feel like they need
Chris,
to get rid of some.
yeah.
I think they need to make a trade, get someone like a Mason Miller in their bullpen, or an outfielder, Luis Robert, for example. I think their outfield needs some assistance. Cedric Mullins has not been good.
No,
Sorry.
and that he hasn't been good. And that was another thing that I wanted to say was he could be on the move. Maybe.
It's possible he's on the move, or they just do nothing with him because they don't need to. They get rid of some of their prospects, get a Luis Robert, and maybe a package deal with Crochet, an arm in the rotation.
That'd be big.
Boom, boom.
I mean, they have the prospects. They
have too many prospects.
Yeah, they've been rebuilding
and they're all
for
blocked.
5 years, right? 2016 was the last time they made the playoffs, so a little over 5 years.
No, they made the playoffs.
Well,
last
other
year.
than last year.
Okay.
To get to that point last year, to get from 2016 when they, for some reason, didn't put the greatest closer in baseball at the time in the game, and they put Ubaldo Jimenez.
Mm-hmm. And then Edwin gone.
Gone. Great game. I watched that game in Hawaii. Great game. But I don't really. The Orioles are going to be very quiet at the deadline. I don't think they're going to do anything.
Okay.
Because they don't have to.
Exactly. Okay. I mean, that's an answer.
I mean,
anything else you want to add?
Okay. Anyway, pardon the interruption. We had a little Wi-Fi incident with me. As I was saying before we got interrupted, the last thing I want to touch on this kind of goes for a broader perspective of the American League. But the playoff race is going to be a lot tighter than I think we thought coming into the year. Who saw
Absolutely.
the Seattle Mariners in first place at the halfway point of the season?
Nope.
Nobody did.
I don't think it's going to stay that way, but we'll get to them.
No, I mean the Twins. Who saw that? The Guardians, 51-28.
Did not have that at all.
Didn't have that on my bingo card. I mean the Phillies. We knew were going to be good, but did we think they would be this good? I don't think either of us. Maybe you did. I know I didn't have the Phillies making the playoffs.
Oh, I had the Phillies.
I don't even remember.
I don't remember either.
Did not have the Giants being this bad, but it makes sense because they're the Giants.
They are the Giants.
But we'll cross that bridge when our chickens hatch. But that's all I have to say about the Orioles.
Okay. Yankees, they're definitely going to be buyers, as they always are, because they're the Yankees.
Every time.
But really, what do they need? I think their rotation has been fantastic. I think Luis Gil he's showing his innings that he hasn't really had before. He was amazing, slowing down a little bit. Cole's back, has not looked good in the second game that he pitched. Where do you see them? Where are they buying?
So what the Yankees need, they need somebody that speed kills. Okay, thought I lost you again.
I'm here.
They're tied for second worst in base running, -4 extra runs from base runners. So, they had Nick LaCastro at one point, but that guy blew out his knee. And he wasn't... Do they still have Nick LaCastro? I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
No. Anthony Volpe's pretty quick. I think, they don't call him the Bronx Bombers for nothing. Everybody just hits home runs there, especially if your name is Aaron Judge. Ben Rice has been, pretty good.
They don't need bullpen help. They don't need outfield help. I guess they could probably use a first baseman.
Yeah, because Rizzo's hurt. I mean,
or a third baseman.
J.D. Davis, hello.
J.D. Davis. They just got him.
He's there to save the day, man.
Boom. Savior. Third base, DJ LeMahieu sucks as well.
Yeah. I was joking about Ben Rice, by the way.
No, I know.
Okay.
Who's their catcher? It's that Platinum Glover.
Jose Trevino.
Yeah. Is he doing okay?
I mean, catches a baseball. Sitting 247, so no.
247 for a catcher? I feel like I would take that.
Can I ask you a question?
I want you to.
Patrick Bailey, do you know his batting average?
It's about 280.
Yeah, 285.
Yeah.
Chef's kiss.
Fantastic. He does not play a lot of games. I think they need to get him in there more because he's a switch hitter. We'll get there.
Correct. But no, I think that maybe the bullpen needs help. Maybe the starting rotation. Garrett Cole hasn't been great.
They have a good bullpen.
Hasn't
They
looked
really.
good. I mean, they do, yes, but they're going to buy. And what we're trying to find out is, okay, what does this team need? I think that, you pointed it out. The weakness is maybe they go out and get Bo Bichette and move him over to third base. He's not good on defense. We know that. Below average shortstop on defense. But Vladimir Jr. will never be a Yankee. He said that explicitly.
No. Yesterday, he came out and said that he would do it. Did you not see this?
I didn't see it.
He said he would be happy to be on any team that would take him, something like that.
Even the Yankees.
Look it up.
Well, I know Bo Bichette, when he asked if he would be surprised if he were moved, he said, and I quote, "No, not surprised at all," end quote.
I got it right here. Speaking
no, I
Monday,
see it. Yeah, if I get traded to the Yankees, I will do my job and try to help that team or any team to win. I'm a professional and love this game. That's Vladdy.
I'm a professional. I go out on the field to play. That's what he said.
Yes. Did he say it just like that, or are you?
I'm not sure.
Well, I meant like accent.
Oh, no, I don't think he did.
It wouldn't be racist because we're both Hispanic.
We're both Hispanic.
Yes. I mean, you're
I'm a player that the Yankees, that they need me with, or if they do something, it's because they need me, obviously. I'll be happy to help any team. What he said.
Hey, that honestly, that would be a very, very good deal for the Yankees to make. They need help.
That would be a big blockbuster.
Anthony Rizzo's out for the foreseeable future. I don't even remember his name because he's not that good. Ben Rice is not good. DJ LeMahieu was once very good, but no longer. Father Time has caught up with him.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a blockbuster move in which both Bo Bichette and Vladdy Jr. get moved to the Yankees.
I would honestly be okay with it. Because the Blue Jays aren't doing anything.
No. The team that was once supposed to... they had all that young talent, and it's gone. Another interruption, but Blue Jays, again, once very good. They beat the Yankees 9-2 today. Carlos Rodon did not help my fantasy team at all.
Are you losing?
I'm going to look right now while you...
I'm getting a little closer. Here's what I'll say. Obviously, we're just going to move on to the Blue Jays because we're already talking about them. And what are they doing? They're going to sell, and they're going to sell Bichette and Vladdy. And I think that's pretty obvious. I don't think we need to spend too much time on it because everyone sees them both going at this point.
Agreed.
Pardon me.
Wow.
So, again, I don't think we need to really discuss it in too much detail. We clearly both see them going to someone like the Yankees. Someone that needs help. Obviously, there's been a lot of ties to Bichette and the Dodgers because the Dodgers need shortstop. So we'll see what happens there. Hopefully that doesn't happen. I'm not super afraid of Bichette going to the Dodgers. I am not high on Bichette. I don't think he's a great hitter. I don't think he's a great defender. I know that's wild to say to some people, but that's just how I feel.
He's not a great defender. You're right about that. But I will say, I think that I don't remember what I had going into the year, but the Yankees, if they make that move, if they get both, I think that they have a 90% chance of going to the Fall Classic.
Okay.
But even with Vladdy, I still think that they have a very good shot at going far in October.
I agree. I totally agree with that. There are a lot of good teams out there, but I think that they are definitely the team to beat as much as I love the Orioles much more than I love the Yankees. The Red Sox, you want to go to them?
Yes. The Bolting Red Sox didn't think they would be as good as they are either. Their pitching is so good.
They're 6 games over 500 right now. Their pitching, their rotation has been incredible.
Yep.
what do they really need? I mean, I don't know too much about their offense, if I'm being honest with you.
Same. I mean, let's see. Reese McGuire, Rafi Devers.
Devers is so good.
Dom Smith. I mean, I couldn't tell you who David Hamilton is. I couldn't tell you who Romy Gonzalez is. Or Emmanuel Valdez.
Yeah.
Willier Abreu, no idea.
No clue.
Rafaela, no idea. Didn't think Rob Refsnyder was still in the league.
Is he?
He is.
Yeah.
He's there.
He's on my fantasy team.
Oh, really? Weird. But okay.
Yes. He's been fantastic. He's batting .322.
Wow. He's having a year. I didn't even.
He's having a year.
A thing. Okay. Well, when you look at this team, you wouldn't think that they'd be as good as they are. I mean, you have, Chase Anderson in your starting rotation, and you're a good team.
That's crazy.
It's weird. It is really weird. But Tanner Houck, I always get his name wrong. He's been good.
Good.
Sorry.
He has a 2.18 ERA.
He's been great. Cooter. Oh, nope. Cutter.
Cutter?
Is it Cooter or Cutter? Because people
it's Cutter.
Cooter. Cutter.
It's
I always say Cutter. Like, it's Cutter. Cutter Crawford, also been good. Chris Martin's also been good. Nick Pavetta's kind of stepped back to what he kind of could have been. Because I think last year he had like a 6 ERA or something like that. He was bad. But now he's back to around average at 4.
His ERA last year was 4.04. It's currently at 4.06 in 11 starts.
Interesting. I thought it was a lot worse. I saw a video on it, and I thought he was a lot worse last year than he actually was. Okay, I stand corrected. I don't know why this team is good.
And look, here's the thing: every team is going to need some sort of rotation help.
Correct.
No one's going to say no to some rotation help except maybe the Mariners, but I think they need some more offense from somewhere. Their first base offense, Dom Smith. We really need Dom Smith as their first baseman. Their second base, Valdez, again, not doing so hot. So they definitely need some offensive help. You can't get everything out of Hunter Wong, also on my fantasy team, and Robbie Devers. Like, we need some help here.
Yeah.
Jaron Duran has been great, too.
Jaron Duran has been really good.
And then Casas, I mean, he's got to come back at some point, right?
Of course. Have you seen some of the quotes from this guy?
Which guy are we talking about?
Casas?
I don't think I have.
Just weird. He's talking about I think a reporter asked him if he gets some swings in, and he said he does. And he was talking about he lays down and he closes his eyes and he pretends he's swinging, and that's his idea of getting some swings in.
You know, if it works, it works. He's fantastic.
I agree.
Okay, so what are we saying?
I think they're going to be buyers because they kind of have to.
They are.
They're in a position to potentially make a playoff push. Mm-hmm. And I like that for them. Okay. So I think that they are going to buy. What do I think they're going to buy? I mean, obviously, like you said, you hit the nail on the hammer. Wait, nope. Hit
nail on the head.
On the head, yes. About how every team's going to need help with the starting rotation. My thing with this particular rotation is, can this rotation consistently put up the numbers that they are throughout the entire season? I mean, they haven't showed otherwise.
Right.
So maybe. I'd like to see some help in this infield.
With the infield?
With the infield.
Okay. Well, let me throw some things at you.
Like?
Luis Guillorme. Batting .273, OPS plus of 101. He has a nice 0 home runs. He's on a horrible team.
The Mets?
He is on the Angels.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Okay. For infielders specifically, that's what I'm looking at. We've got Luis Guillorme. Outfield help, if you think they need it, Kevin Pillar. heard of him.
I have heard of him.
Forever Giant. Kevin Pillar. He's batting .316 with a 156 OPS plus this season.
Honestly, I could definitely see the Red Sox moving Tyler O'Neill. He's had a great season, and I think, where could he go? Who could be a potential suitor? If we're talking about rotation help, I definitely think the Reds could be a viable option. Frankie Montas is there.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard his name get thrown around on the market.
Okay with that.
If they want to send him to Colorado,
Oh no.
there's Austin Gomber, Cal Quantrill. Gomber's having a good year.
Gomber's better at home, which is the weirdest
really
thing.
weird. And you know
Weirdest.
how I feel about Cal Quantrill. Very good. There's the Tigers. Jack Flaherty's having a phenomenal year.
Flaherty's out there. He's for sure getting traded.
Yeah, and I think that'd be good for them.
Mhm.
Now, here's where you're going to think I'm cuckoo.
I always do.
Right. Alex Bregman.
No.
No. Okay. Didn't think so.
No, they're not selling. They're only 4.5 games back. They've been on
Okay.
wild. They've won 7 in a row.
So how about water bottle down? Water bottle down. How about, and hear me out, call me cuckoo.
I will.
Tyler O'Neill and prospect to the Mets for Pete Alonso. Who says no? They need infield help. If they're looking for the infield help over the starting pitching, the Mets could definitely use some help. Maybe 2 or 3 prospects even with Tyler O'Neill because the Mets aren't good. Go ahead.
I say no.
Okay.
The reason I say no is because the Mets are back at 500. They're 8-2 in their last 10, and they are screaming back. The only issue, hold on one second, please. The only issue is that they have 2 behemoths that they would have to pass above them, which obviously is not happening. So they're not going to get first or second place in this division.
Yeah.
So they'll have to be at least a second wild card team, and there's so many other teams. So I get it. It's unlikely that they're going to get into a high postseason position, but I think they want to keep what they have now. I don't see Big Meat Pete getting traded.
Interesting.
Your turn.
I think you could be right, but are they going to be stupid not to trade him? Because the Mets didn't look good at all at the beginning of the year. They still don't have Kodai Senga.
Correct.
And they won't have him for at least till the All-Star break.
Mm-hmm. That's soon.
That is pretty soon. 3 weeks? 2 weeks?
Yeah, probably 2 weeks.
Right. And we've seen before, of course, I always go back to the Giants because they're our team. 2019, the Giants did not trade Madison Bumgarner because we were in a playoff spot at the deadline. We didn't make the playoffs, and then we lost Bumgarner anyway.
Right.
Pete Alonso does not have an extension yet with the Mets. He could very well walk in free agency. Why not trade him and get any value you can now and build for the future?
I see what you're saying. And same thing happened, last year with Shohei?
It did.
They were like, we're going on a run.
Yeah, and Juan Soto. They were smart, and they traded Juan Soto.
They traded Juan Soto.
Look at C.J. Abrams now. Who would have thought?
He's good. He is statistically the worst defender in all of baseball. I think he has a -10 defensive run saved. But he's a great hitter. But he should probably be playing second base. But that's a different discussion.
For a different day.
Okay. I like it. I like what's going on here. We need to pick up the pace because we're still in its first division. So,
Tampa Bay.
The Tampa Bay Rays, I don't even know what to say. I may not say anything about them.
They're not going to make the playoffs, that's for sure. No, this team's. I've never liked the Rays. I've always thought they were a boring team to watch.
They're a very boring team to watch.
As good as they are with the pitching, they've always been a boring team. But if your ace in the rotation this year is Zach Eflin, shut up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think
I do like Johnny DeLuca, the outfielder, though. I'll tell you that he's fast.
I don't think they're doing anything. I don't think they're going to buy or sell because that's just not who they are as a team.
That's true. They like to build from within.
Correct, and then they like to not pay their players.
Correct, and then they leave. But I mean, I guess they Tyler Glass now.
They did sign one guy to a really big deal or an extension.
Randy?
Did they?
No, you're going to bring up that guy?
Yeah, we don't talk about him anymore.
Oh, no.
That's money down the drain right there.
God.
Horrible person.
Terrible.
Okay. Yeah, so we good with them?
We're good. I don't like the Rays, and I don't think I ever will. Sorry, Rays fans. It's nothing personal, but they're just boring.
Here's another team that is just really boring, and I don't like talking about them that much, and that's the Cleveland baseball team.
Oh, the Indians. Uh-oh.
Some may call them that.
Yes, those bigots.
I don't know about them. They're obviously having a great season. I think they are a good team.
A great year without their ace. Who would
I don't even think I could name two people in their rotation. Tanner Bybee?
Bibby? Is it
Is
Bibby
it?
or Bibby?
I think it's Bybee.
Okay. Tristan McKenzie.
I don't know.
Stickman, Logan Allen.
Is he still there?
Logan Allen's been not bad. He's still there.
Not bad. This team's good.
Phenomenal. Do you see the guy's ERAs at like .78?
What are we talking about?
Manuel Clase.
Oh,
sorry.
fantastic.
0.7, 25 saves, 38 in the third innings with 39 strikeouts, a whip of .65. My God. And he wasn't very... Okay, he was good last year, but he wasn't playing to the level everybody expected him to, because the year before that, 2022, he had an ERA of 1.36, and then the year before that, an ERA of 1.29. He had 24 saves in 2021 and 42 in 2022. I mean, he still got 44 saves in 23, but, 3.2 ERA.
He's going to lead the league in saves again this year.
Yeah. He's
barring injury.
Very, very good.
For the third year in a row.
Right.
Okay, so they don't need bullpen help.
They don't need bullpen help. They might need rotation help, but, it is what it is, I guess.
I would give them rotation help. I would say that they should probably lean into that.
Right.
I just don't know who this team is. Like, Bo Naylor, sure, batting 202, you're a catcher, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Josh Naylor's
can't
fantastic.
hit a baseball. David
Josh
Fry
Naylor.
is having himself a year.
Who's that?
David Fry, the catcher, 305, 8 home runs, an OPS of 931.
Great.
For a catcher? 28, too.
He's been fantastic. You know who's really good at hitting a baseball, making contact with a ball?
The guy who said he was better than Barry Bonds?
No, Stephen Kwan.
Oh, yeah. That guy can hit a ball.
Since he's batting 377 halfway through the season.
Who is Daniel Schneeman?
Who?
I don't know. Daniel Schneeman.
Oh, I think I picked this guy up on my fantasy team at one point.
I don't know. He's hitting 269. Nice.
Only 18 games played, so he may just be a bench guy.
Probably. That's what it looks like. You're right. Stephen Kwan is very good. Could win the batting title.
He is very likely to.
Especially because, Arias wasn't. He was in Miami at the beginning of the year anyway, and last year. But back when he was in Minnesota, and Tim Anderson was there too, but he's also in Miami, and he also sucks. So you don't really have to worry about him.
Exactly.
I remember Donovan Solano when he was good.
Donnie Barrels. He's still good, and he's in San Diego, right?
Is he San Diego or Cincinnati?
He's in San Diego, I think.
Oh, I just not tapped myself.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
So this team, I would give them some pitching help. They could use it.
Yeah, I'll give them.
Tyler Beatty's on this team.
Oh, man, he was terrible.
Yeah.
Okay, and that goes back to They're not going to get help from the White Sox, obviously division rival. So they're not going to get, Eric Feedy or what's the other boy's name? Crochet.
Crochet. Yeah. Kopech.
Michael Kopech.
I think he's closing for them right now, but
I wrote a article.
You wrote an article
about potential trades. Let me go ahead and pull that bad boy up while you tell me who you think they should get.
On the Guardians?
Correct.
Yeah, I'm giving them pitching help. I think that you could go for a team that has a lot of pitching depth, like the Marlins. I know that Luzardo's hurt, so he's not getting traded, but maybe they have somebody else out that they can go for. You also have someone like Chris Bassett on the Blue Jays that they can trade away, or Yusei Kikuchi they could trade away to a team that needs some pitching help. Why wouldn't you use one of them?
I agree. So I wrote in this article here that Austin Gomber would be a perfect candidate for the Guardians. At the time I wrote the article, it was Gomber had 2.76 ERA in 10 starts, ERA plus of 163 and a 2.1 WAR. While considering his FIP of 4.60. Obviously, the Coors effect there. Guardians have a reputation for developing strong pitching staffs, and the addition of Gomber would fit perfectly with their strategy. Good performance so far in the year. And I said going back, the Guardians would trade right-hand pitcher Andrew Walters and outfielder Petey Halpin.
Sure.
Obviously, Rockies could use the outfield help in the future because Blackman's old and he's going to retire soon. The Rockies need to make a push to acquire prospects for their rebuild. And on top of that, the Rockies farm system is dog shit.
It's terrible.
So, that's me. Austin Gomber would be a great fit.
I'm okay with that.
I think. Am I too high on Austin Gomber? Maybe.
Yes, you are. That's okay. I do want to make one slight observation that we are on pace for a 3-hour podcast right now.
Okay, well, let's pick up the pace.
Yes. The Twins. They have a good rotation, in my opinion. I think they have a good overall team. Correa may have just broken his arm today, so they may need to stop.
What? Don't tell me that.
You didn't see this? You didn't see that?
No.
He got hit by a pitch, and he walked right into the dugout. Like, he knew right away on his forearm. Haven't heard anything further than that. All I saw was the video, so maybe there was testing and it was negative. That's all I saw.
I don't like that. Guardians are good. Bailey Ober had a great outing last time, and of course, I dropped him. Because, like I've said on this pod many times before, mediocrity will get you nowhere on my team.
Correct.
So,
I don't know much about their bullpen aside from
Johan Duran is great. Steven Okert
fantastic.
is doing pretty good. Josh Stalmont, former Royals, doing good.
But I think that they have a good
rotation.
Offense. Great rotation. I love the rotation.
Pablo Lopez, great. Joe Ryan, great. Bailey Ober, mediocre. Simeon Woods Richardson, once a highly touted prospect. He's having a pretty, average year, but good, I guess. And David Festa, they called up today, made his start today. Pitched all right, gave up 5 earned, I believe.
Paddock's still there?
But got the win. Paddock's on the boo-boo list.
Okay, he's boo-boo. Got it.
Boo-boo. He is
so I'm thinking...
Ryan Jeffers, that's who I voted for to start the All-Star game for catchers in the American League.
Mm-hmm. All right, he definitely deserved it.
Okay.
Absolutely.
But for the sake of time, let's, buy. This team's a buy.
Yeah, no, they're definitely buying.
Definitely.
Again,
Royce Lewis, my God, so good.
Shortstop. Who?
Royce Lewis?
He's been slumping a little bit.
Stop
you notice that?
Slightly, but not really.
No, he's fantastic.
He's so good.
His OPS plus is 215. Obviously, that's in, 12 games or something? 20?
60?
20 games he's
played. No, there was a stat of his 60 games that he's played, and it was remarkable. But, okay, this team's buying. What are they buying exactly?
I'm thinking a shortstop. I think Bo Bichette is now on their list, on their radar. Tim Anderson maybe as well.
Yep. Kyle Farmer. Remember when he was supposed to be good and he wasn't?
I do remember that.
And Correa could be out for the year, like you said. I'm just finding out about it, unfortunately, but yeah. He is. Already spent time on the IL this year, if I might add.
Remember when the Giants signed him to like a $350 million contract or something like that?
Yes. Remember when the Giants could have had 2017 Giancarlo Stanton, 2019 Bryce Harper, Shohei Ohtani, Aaron Judge. Could have had Blake Snell is there, obviously. They could have had Juan Soto next year, too. We don't know yet. Okay. Twins, agree, buyers. Yes? Now we go to Kansas City Royals. Anything else?
30 minutes after, by the way, Carlos Correa, the Twin shortstop, received unexpectedly encouraging news. An X-ray revealed no fracture in his right wrist, and he would only be out day to day with a contusion.
Yes.
Just to let you know. Okay, who are we on?
He'll be in the lineup to start the Twin series against Seattle Friday.
There we go.
We're going to the Royals now.
Royals. I love this team.
I love this team too.
I also loved when we swept them in the World Series. I know it actually wasn't a sweep, but to me it was 7 games.
That's like the opposite of a sweep.
I know. It was 7 games, and Bumgarner was fantastic. But anywho,
So
what are we thinking here? I think they're either buying or staying put, but I don't think they can afford to stay put.
No, they have to buy.
They have to buy.
They have to buy. The bullpen kind of stinks.
They do stink. Do they even have a closer?
No.
And they need outfield help.
They have former Giants Chris Stratton, Sam Long. Was Dan Altavilla ever a Giant?
Not that I know of.
No. I don't know why I thought he was. But, okay. So they're buying. Bullpen help, definitely for sure. Adam Frazier hasn't done jiddly squat on this team. Michael Garcia is very good. I think he's too young for them to move. Bobby Witt's a superstar. Maybe you move on from either Garrett Hampson, Kyle Isbell, or MJ Melendez.
Yeah, any one of them. Melendez is terrible. His OPS plus is 68.
Attaboy, round of applause.
He's got 8 home runs, which is pretty much the most any Giants player, pretty much.
Yeah.
So, I mean, good for you, I guess. And then Salvador Perez is just absurd.
So good. And he's
just does it every
32. Year. My goodness.
I haven't heard much about Vinny P this season, but he's fine. He's doing what he does.
He was your guy, and then I took him away from you last year.
He was my guy. They have someone last name Blanco on their team, so obviously they need to keep him.
Gregor?
Dairon?
No. Okay. Weird.
Seth Lugo, fantastic. Brady Singer, you're
so
a guy.
So good this year. Really random. Guy. My guy is Brady Singer. I love me some Brady Singer.
Like you said, Chris Stratton, which I don't love. Michael Walker, what are you up to?
Michael Walker.
407. I take 407 all day long.
Okay.
And then Cole Reagans.
He's having a better year than Blake Snell.
Cole Reagans is my guy.
He is your guy. I wanted him.
You what?
I wanted him on my team.
You did want it. He's my guy. Okay, so yeah, bullpen help I think they really need. And who's out there? Mason Miller, I don't really see him going to this team, but he is technically out there. Tanner Scott on the Marlins. That could be
good lefty.
He's a good closer.
Solid lefty.
Is he a lefty?
He's a lefty.
Didn't know that. He is my closer on my fantasy team.
Oh, wow. I think, Carter, take a look at Carter Jensen real quick.
Carter Jensen?
He is a prospect?
Minor league. Yeah, he is.
Obviously, Salvador Perez is going to be there for a while. And the Royals drafted Blake Mitchell, who was a first-round pick in last year's draft. Jensen's hitting slashing 297, 446, and 471 with 15 extra base hits in 39 games. In high A, mind you, but obviously that'd be a good piece to move to get some major league help if they're not looking, for prospects because I think the Royals rebuild is either a year away from being over or over now.
Yeah, I would call it over.
So
with the offseason that they had.
Definitely would like to see some major league help there, and they can finally start trading away prospects.
Let's do it.
Same thing goes for the Tigers.
Ooh, the Tigers.
However, like you brought up, do you ride the Jack Flaherty train all the way through the year, or do you trade him for bullpen help because they kind of need bullpen help, and the lineup also kind of stinks?
I would bet my Barry Bonds signed baseball that Jack Flaherty is not on this team.
Do you have a Barry Bonds signed baseball?
I do.
Really?
I do.
Where'd you get that?
I don't know. I definitely have not met him, so I don't know.
Was it from our grandfather?
No, I think it was from my sister, I want to say. I don't know. I got to find I'll look at it later. But Jack Flaherty's not on this team within the next month.
Interesting. He's
not on.
Very, very good this year.
Does he lead all of the majors in strikeouts?
He might. I mean, he's got a... Let's see.
There's 108 strikeouts. So, no.
72 to 8. Wait, no. This is old. I don't know when these numbers are from, but it says here... I'm not going to read outdated numbers. Forget it. But he's been very good.
He's been very good. 2.92 ERA. He has 108 strikeouts in 83 innings with a sub-1 whip. I love it. But he needs to get on a team that is going to give him more run support and get him some more wins. Obviously, wins aren't everything, but I still am old school like that. He's definitely most likely. He's gone.
Let me make something. Let's clarify something. If you were in the Baseball Writers of America, whatever the hell they're called, you would have voted for Rick Porcello for Cy Young because of all his wins?
Absolutely not.
Okay, just want to make that clear. Casey Mize, too, has not lived up to the hype.
Not at all.
Just want to put that
Screwball is fantastic. Screwball is supposed to be the second tier behind Mize because Mize was the number 1 overall. Right. Clearly, things have flipped around.
I would like to give a shout-out, Bay Area native Tarek Screwball from Hayward. Hello.
There we go.
Anyway, I could see them going either way, buying or selling. They need help offensively, so maybe you sell Flaherty for offensive help, but then who do you call up? I don't really know much about their farm system and what they've got down there. You're the prospect guy.
I'm the prospect guy. I don't think they have much because they've already called up a lot of their guys, like Green. Perry Carpenter is already up. They have Torkelson, who clearly is not ready. They called him up way too quickly.
So they have Matt Manning in the minors.
Matt Manning's in the minors. He's gone back and forth.
They have Wilmer Flores, the brother of Giants' second baseman, first baseman Wilmer Flores.
Wilmer Flores, of course. Kenta Maeda's there too.
He is there.
They can always
haven't heard about him in a while.
Jason Foley, yeah, they've got people. Andrew Chafin is still doing it.
Oh, he's that guy with the mustache.
Yes, he is. Okay, well, okay.
Okay.
The White Sox. We already kind of talked about them.
Want to talk about the White Sox? They're going to trade Robert. They're going to trade Fedde.
Robert's gone. Crochet's gone.
Crochet's gone. Everybody's gone.
Kopech might be gone. Cool.
Yeah. They're 22 and 61, and there is no sign of hope. Their run differential is minus 171.
Yeah, I see that. Okay. The Mariners need offense.
Yeah.
They obviously have the best rotation in baseball. Their bullpen is perfectly fine with me. Munoz is great.
So good.
They need offense. They need to strike out less. Robert, I know they don't need a center fielder, but they need something.
They do. Quick shout out, Brian Wu. Been solid, but you get hurt a little too much, brother.
You know what? I can see a big boy Vladdy at first base on this team.
So could I. I think, you know what? I didn't even think about that until you said that. Mm-hmm. Ty France is there.
Yeah.
He's all right. He's hitting like 220. Should I entertain the Pete Alonso idea again, or are you going to tell me that they're going to keep him and make the playoffs?
I don't think they're making the playoffs. I think they're keeping him because they think they're going to make the playoffs.
Interesting. I think they could trade. I could see them trading Ty France away.
Yeah, they don't need him.
Don't need him.
He's mediocre.
Yeah. So they're going to make the playoffs. They could win the division.
Correct.
There you have it. That was
kind of boring. Okay. That's fine with me. Who's next? The Astros.
Oh boy. They are going to sell, and they're going to trade Alex Bregman. I've said that, and I stand by that.
Okay. Well, they are actually going to buy and keep Alex Bregman, and they're going to get rotation help. They could get Crochet easily, in my opinion. All of their rotation is basically on the IL. They need help. Brown has looked better. Verlander has looked old.
He's
Framber's
again.
Framber. But
this
aside from
rotation,
that,
who's hurt? These are the people that are hurt in this that should be there. Okay, Renault Blanco's looked fabulous, by the way. I'm going to give him a shout out.
He's great.
Justin Verlander, he's 500 years old and he's hurt. Christian Javier, hurt. Jose Urquidy, hurt. Lance McCullers Jr., hurt. Luis Garcia, hurt. And Jake Bloss, also hurt. You go to the bullpen. Kendall Graveman, hurt. Who else is hurt on this team? Victor Carantini, not that he really matters. Kyle Tucker's on the 10-day IL.
Poor guy.
Mauricio Dubon has played great baseball. Former Giant, gonna shout him out. Jeremy Pena has looked better than he did last year. And
so
this team kind of stinks.
So we just disagree. You think Bregman's gone?
I think Bregman's gone for pitching help for the future. This team is not going to make the playoffs. Yes, okay, they're in second place. But second place in a division in the American League, you're not going to make the playoffs because the Yankees are going to finish in second. They're going to make the playoffs. The Twins or Royals both might make the playoffs over the Astros.
And no, the Astros are winning the division, actually.
Stop it. Look at this team. Look at these guys that are gone.
That's not the point of this.
But you know what? I'll give you that. They've won 7 in a row. They're 8-2 their last 10.
Yes.
They do have a positive run differential. However, their road numbers aren't great. 16-21 on the road.
Not the worst.
And their record. Their record against teams that are greater than 500 or over 500, 13-22. So obviously they play good teams and they suck because they're not a good team. I'm not going to bring up the cheating scandal because obviously they got caught, but better record at home. Hey now.
That was 7 years ago. 7 years ago. There's one player left on this team from 7 years ago.
That's true.
I know I'm exaggerating because that's not actually true.
That's not true.
Okay, so that's fine.
Before we move on from the Astros, if they were smart, whatever, they won back the reputation of the league wide. The Astros would have my respect for the rest of time if they go out and get a guy that will help with their pitching issue. That is probably the greatest pitcher in the world right now, and his name is fucking Trevor Bauer.
Okay.
I'm just saying. That guy is the greatest pitcher in the world. On the planet. Maybe right now. I'm a little biased.
You do realize that, don't get me wrong, very good pitcher.
He's not playing against me. He's in Mexico and they all suck and they're not major league. Blah, blah, blah.
They're not major league players. I saw him strike out Luke Voigt, but aside from that.
Do you watch his videos? Dude, what this guy could bring to a team, everybody on his team loves him. Hello. And there was people, everybody on the Dodgers, they unfollowed him. They hated him. They didn't want him in the clubhouse because he was toxic and a cancer. Watch the videos. That guy clearly is not. If he was, he's a changed man. I will die on this hill that Trevor Bauer deserves to be in the major leagues.
I know you will.
Die on that hill.
Okay, so the Rangers, we got to pick up the pace here a little bit.
We're
still in the AL. I know.
Holy mother of God.
We're not even going to do the Angels and the A's.
The Angels, if they're smart, would trade Kevin Pillar for some pitching help. I'll say
and
that.
The A's are trading
And the
Mason.
A's are going to trade Mason Miller for literally anybody because the A's suck. So we got that out of the way. There's your disclaimer. The Rangers, former winners of the American League last year, not great.
I think they obviously need bullpen help because that's what they always need.
Cody Bradford coming back will be good. Max Scherzer came back. 5 innings of shutout baseball, 4 strikeouts, looked really good.
On both my fantasy teams. Scott.
Is he?
Miller. I don't think they're going to get Miller in their own division, but
No.
It's
Tanner
the
Scott
option
would be good.
there.
I mean, there's.
I don't know.
Yeah.
They could probably use rotation help. Kikuchi, Bassett. I can see Bassett going to the Rangers. He seems like a Rangers guy.
Keep forgetting about Frankie Montas.
I do forget about him because
Cal
he's
Quantrill.
forgettable. Quantrill is also.
Paul Sewald.
So I don't see the Diamondbacks as sellers, in my opinion.
Interesting. Well, we'll get there. We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Okay.
I think next year is a year for the Rangers again when they'll bounce back because they'll have Eovaldi and Gray and Heaney and Cody Bradford will be there and healthy. He's really good, really underrated. Jacob DeGrom will be there. Scherzer will probably be there. Tyler Mahle will be there. Whew.
Okay, so the Phillies, heard of them?
I have. We're going right into the AL East here.
We are. The Phillies are obviously buyers.
Really, because I think they're kind of just going to stay put. But if they were,
They don't need anything.
You'd be right. They would be buyers.
Harper
He's
got hurt today.
He did.
So we'll see what happens there.
Spencer Turnbull went on the IL.
Yeah, I mean they have maybe the best rotation in baseball besides the Mariners.
Wheeler, so good.
So good.
Nola,
so good. So good.
Ranger Suarez,
Incredible.
Christopher Sanchez,
Great lefty.
and then the bullpen of Alvarado, Jeff Hoffman, Gregory Soto, Seranthony Dominguez, Matt Strahm. Oh my goodness gracious!
Yeah, not much to say about this team. They're good. They're good. They're
Might
good.
have lost Harper
Marsh
for a while. JT Realmuto's still in the IL.
Marsh just came back.
Marsh came back. Yes. Castellanos is playing great ball. Kyle Schwarber day to day.
I know, but they said he might be back tomorrow, so we might be okay.
Well, then you can ring the bell for that one.
Ding, ding, ding. Okay. Anything else?
No, we're gonna go to the Braves. Okay. Question.
The Braves need help.
Hypothetical. Totally
Let me hear it.
hypothetical.
Let me get it.
Is Chris Sale on the trading block?
I don't think so because this team's making the playoffs, and he's a big reason why.
I think you're right.
He's so good. Do you see him
Chavez,
today?
by the way. Oh my God. How?
Who?
Jesse Chavez,
The guy from like the 80s?
the guy from literally born 1983.
How?
Okay.
How?
Have you seen these numbers? 32 and 2/3 innings, 27 strikeouts, a 1.38 ERA.
He has a 1.38 ERA.
Yep.
Are you yanking my chain right now?
I'm yanking nothing on you.
He had a 1.56 last year in 36 games.
This guy started his career in 2009.
I see 2008.
Sorry, 2008. I clicked the wrong button. 2008.
That's incredible.
He's been with every team, and he's been with the Braves like 12 times.
He's hilarious. Have you ever noticed, totally random and off topic, that all of the players that have played for a lot of teams, you know, your Edwin Jacksons and your Fernando Rodneys of the world, none of them have ever been on the Giants as one of their many teams.
But who wants to play there? If you're a pitcher, who wants to play there?
I don't. Wait, being a pitcher, you would want to play there. It's a big part.
Oh, I mean, yes.
Yes.
Big park, not a hitter's park. If you're a hitter, like Bryce Harper, didn't want to play there. Aaron Judge didn't want to play there. Correa wanted to play there, but that fell through.
I don't think he wanted to play there. I think they gave him a big old
There.
contract. Yeah. Anyway, who are we
Anyway,
talking about?
the Braves lineup is remarkable. Even Orlando Arcia, who we thought was going to be the weakness, he is the weakness. But
Their lineup's been pretty mediocre though, and they just lost a second outfielder.
Yeah.
So Pilar again.
Acuna's gone, Harris is gone. Pilar going back to the Braves would be. I could see it happening.
Soler.
Michael Conforto,
I can see that happening.
or even Jock
Mikey Yastrzemski.
Get off of my team, Mikey.
Mhm.
Okay, we're gonna get to the Giants, and I'm gonna unload because I've been locked and loaded. I've got some rounds in the chamber here on some guys that need to get off my fucking team.
A little bit.
Kid show, but we'll get there when we get there. Okay, so Braves are going to buy.
They're buying. I'm thinking they're buying outfield help.
I'm thinking outfield help. Yep.
The Mets.
The Metropolitans.
I don't know.
You know where
how
I am.
much
They're
buying.
selling. Pete Alonso is going to be off their team. They're selling. Could be on the Giants, but probably not because they don't do anything ever. Except for Chris Bryant. I thought that was a good move.
It was a good move at the time.
At the time.
Uh,
They're 500.
They are at
82 their
500.
last 10. I'll give them that. And they're better on the road
and they
than
just
they
made
are at home.
short work of the Yankees.
Yes. Quick and easy.
Anything else you want to add to the Mets? Sorry,
They know where I stand. I don't know what you said because I kind of talked over you.
You did. That's okay.
Our mics don't mute when others talking like they did tonight.
That's okay. What I said was I don't think they're going to do much. They could use help in the rotation. Their offense has been very good. Their catcher, Alvarez, has been fantastic on this hot stretch of theirs. Nimmo's been better. I think they're okay. I don't think they're going to do much. They're not going to sell. They're not selling.
Bye-bye.
Steve Cohen has
Bye-bye.
endless money.
Yeah.
Endless money.
Well, he's
They're not selling anything.
stupid. Nationals. They aren't
Nationals.
going to do anything but sell. I think Lane Thomas is a guy that gets moved.
Yeah, they're selling.
Now, what do they need? Everything? I don't know why Patrick Corbin is selling the team. Maybe because nobody wants him.
They need to just release him. He's just a waste of space.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to have to pay him regardless. Keep him or drop him. You're going to have to.
I mean, I guess they're paying Strasburg, so they don't want to have to drop this guy and pay him for no reason now,
That's
too.
true. But nobody will pick up his contract to trade for him.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go back to this disclaimer one more time. If your team needs pitching help, there's a guy in Mexico that will play for league minimum, and his name's Trevor Bauer, and he'll help you, and he'll probably win the Cy Young next year.
Might as well get Masahiro Tanaka on your team, too, while you're at it.
Are you making jokes?
I am. But Tanaka was a great pitcher.
I'm going to shove my foot up your ass.
That's okay.
The Marlins suck. Their run differential, go ahead and read that for me. It's negative.
Who are we talking about? The Marlins?
Well, negative
It's negative 124.
Yeah.
So-
They are a terrible team.
They're selling.
Terrible front office. Who are they selling? I don't know.
Tanner Scott's
who they're
gone.
to sell.
The
I guess Tanner
lefty
Scott. There's Tanner
Jazz
Scott. Chisholm, yes. You could see
Anderson.
Who?
Tim Anderson.
Oh, well, nobody wants him.
Jake Berger.
Trevor Rogers.
Trevor Rogers, I could see him going as well. Luzardo should have gone, but now he's hurt.
This team could have been pretty better than they are had everybody been healthy, right? Jesus Luzardo's hurt. Braxton Garrett's hurt. Who's the other guy? Edward Cabrera's hurt. Alcantara's hurt. This is a good rotation, dude.
Josh Bell. He's gone
Everybody's
too.
hurt. Oh, yeah. Josh Bell could be probably gone. Probably. And Brian De La Cruz.
Yeah, he's pretty good. Yeah, the rotation's good.
Did
It's
you say Jake Berger? Because he's going to be big piece.
I said Jake Berger.
Okay.
I did say Jake Berger. The rotation's good. They're not going to sell all those pieces because that is their future. Alcantara, Yuri, your guy, like your main guy.
Yeah, he's my guy.
Braxton Garrett, Luzardo. That's fine. We can move on from it.
Okay. Well, the Brewers we're at an hour, by the way. Just wanted to point that out.
Let's keep it cooking then.
The Brewers, I don't know why they're good.
I don't know. I don't
But they
get it.
are. And so, let me adjust really quick. Yeah, I don't know why they're good, but I could see them probably buying. Christian Yelich is having a phenomenal year.
He really is. I love the resurgence.
The rotation kind of scares me, but somehow they are getting by just fine. Clearly, I mean, they're in first place in a boring division. And
they're first place by a lot.
Yeah, Freddie Peralta's at a 4 ERA.
Is he really?
Yeah. So,
Colin Rea? Is it Rea or Ray?
I've always said Rhea.
Yeah,
Like
it's something
diarrhea.
like that.
However, I would like to add that the Brewers have acquired Dallas Keuchel.
I saw that. He started today, I believe, or yesterday.
From the Twins. I think it was the Twins. Yeah, he did start yesterday, and he gave up 5 earned.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
In 4 innings. Former Cy Young Award winner.
Yeah, was that 2016? 2015?
15, I think.
Yeah, long time ago.
A long time ago.
Good for him.
Yeah, honestly, dude. Getting another opportunity to suck, but hey.
I think...
He's married to Lauren Shahadi.
He's what?
Married to Lauren Shahadi.
Is he really?
You know the lady from... Is that her
MLB
name?
Network?
No, that's not her name. Oh, my God.
MLB Network. That's her name.
No, that's the MLB Network lady, but she's married to the other one. What is her bucket?
I don't know who you're talking about that. I think they need starting pitching help. I know that it's something that they got rid of.
Kelly Nash.
Okay, yes. They got rid of Burns.
He did.
And
he's been phenomenal.
Woodruff gone, obviously, for the year.
Right.
And
Evan Williams also gone for the year.
And look at them. They're still doing it. DL Hall, is he out for the whole season?
No? Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I don't even know what happened to him. He didn't look good anyway, so I don't really think it matters.
He didn't.
His career's kind of sucked. 5.47 ERA in his career and only 49 in the third inning, so I guess small sample size. But
exactly, small sample size.
Former Giant Jacob Eunice.
Remember him, of course.
I do remember him. He's having a decent year, I guess. I mean, he doesn't pitch much. 9 innings, a 3 ERA.
We need to talk about one guy specifically, just so we say his name, and that's William Contreras.
Yeah, honestly, Patrick Bailey's better, but that's fine.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
William Contreras, first of all, plays every day. He's also batting .294, I think is what it said.
Okay, Patrick Bailey's batting .284.
.292.
Defensively, Patrick Bailey's also much better.
That I can agree with.
Okay. So you have good hitting on both, mediocre defense for William, and above average good defense for Patrick Bailey.
Mm-hmm.
Although I will say for Patrick Bailey, that's how we're going to get there soon, but his pitchers don't help with giving him a chance to throw runners out because they're so slow at the plate. And I have a number on that here when we get there. But let's keep cruising. Brewers
Cardinals
are going to buy. Cardinals are weird because they suck. They were so bad at the beginning of the year.
I don't like them.
And now they're in second place, above 500.
Whole division's weird.
Yeah.
Like, they're all just going to be bouncing back and forth.
This division might be the worst in baseball now. I think that it's worse than the AL Central.
I don't think it's a bad division at all, actually.
What?
I just think that they're
worst
all
division in baseball.
I think they're all just the same. But I don't think any of these teams are bad.
Interesting. Cardinals.
They're not doing it. They're sellers. They're selling.
Yeah, I can see that.
They need to sell Lance Lynn if they can. They could sell Goldie. Make room for the young people. Mason Wynn, Dylan Carlson's still out there. He's terrible. Lars Nootbaar. They need to sell.
Paul Goldschmidt is in the final year of his contract, too.
Yeah, get him out of there.
So he could go bye-bye.
He's going to the Mariners.
I think they sell. They're not going to be a playoff team.
Yeah, they're selling.
Pirates need to buy.
They need to. They're buying hard.
They're buying hard.
Their starting rotation obviously
Jared
fantastic.
Jones has been phenomenal. Mitch Keller's been really good.
They need catching help. They have the worst catchers in baseball.
Whoa, Joey Bart isn't even there anymore.
He hurt.
Right. Jasper Grandal. Who'd have thunk?
Grandal is awful.
Yes.
Who was their
Henry Davis.
their number one? Yes, he's also hurt, I believe.
Hurt. A concussion IL.
Yeah, so they need catching
Connor
help.
Joe hasn't looked great.
Where are you going to get catching help? I thought Connor Joe was like the best player on their team.
He's hitting 245.
That's not the best.
Brian Reynolds is clearly the best.
Jack Sawinski batting like 120 probably. McCutcheon's
Brian Reynolds is hitting 279, man.
Like it.
13 home runs.
Yeah, they need to buy.
Yes, and
Bullpen help maybe. Bednar hasn't looked the best.
they need a catcher.
They need a catcher. They need someone that's going to lock it down.
Get somebody young for Paul Skeens that they can live out their careers together forever and ever in
Henry
miserable
Davis.
Pittsburgh. I guess you're right, but for the time being, the Giants found Kurt Casale just chilling, brought him back, and he's helped the pitching rotation when he catches.
Absolutely.
It's really weird because the Giants' pitching rotation sucked the last week or so.
They just need to please stop doing the bullpen games. We'll get there.
Well, the thing with that is you don't want to call somebody up and waste an option on them. Everybody's hurt,
I do.
So I mean,
do.
Yeah, you and I are in the same
Birdsong.
boat. You and I are in the same boat. Oh, so good.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna kill you. Did you waiver claim him?
I didn't touch him.
Okay, good, because I did, and it processes tomorrow morning. I'm sure I'm not gonna get him, but
No.
why are you laughing? What did you do?
I swear I did not do anything.
I don't believe you.
I did not touch him. I didn't even look at his name on the app. Okay, so they're buying catching. We're there.
I love Paul Skeens.
Yes, you do. I do too. Everyone does. Some people are saying he's the best pitcher they've ever seen in their life. He's only pitched like 10 games, maybe not even, so we can't do that.
No, but Clayton Kershaw's very good. So you have Paul Skeens is here, Clayton Kershaw's here, and then you have Trevor Bauer right here.
Right, obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously. Okay, the Reds.
Reds are going to sell because they suck.
Yes.
I think the Cubs are also going to sell.
The Cubs are really bad.
The Reds.
Who are they
selling? Jonathan India.
India's gone.
And maybe Alexis Diaz. Frankie
could see
Montas
that.
is also another guy that I've been literally talking about the whole video.
Gone. Candelario.
Heimer Candelario could go bye-bye. And then for the Cubs, who are they getting rid of? Well, they're not getting rid of Imanaga. That's for sure. They could get rid of Christopher Morel, maybe.
I don't know if it would move him.
Yeah, I don't
They're
know.
not getting rid of Bellinger or PCA.
Michael Bush could go.
Swanson's not going anywhere. There's like not a lot of people they can really get rid of. I think they just have to live with it.
Either they're going to sell the guys I mentioned,
Neris?
or nobody.
Hector Neris?
Could be.
Okay, shall we?
It's time.
Okay, here we
you and I
go.
have been waiting for. Save the best for freaking last.
The Dodgers.
Oh my god! I hope they blow up.
They're getting at least one of.
They're gonna get Luis Robert, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. They're gonna get Bichette. They're gonna get the other pitcher from the White Sox.
Crochet.
They're gonna get Mike Trout somehow.
Probably.
And Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, Willie Mays will all come back to life and play for the Dodgers.
Logan Webb might be a Dodger within next month.
I'm gonna pretend you didn't just say that. Plus 120 run differential, which
The best in the league.
is the best in the league, slightly by 1 point. The Phillies are at plus 119, and so are the Orioles.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
They're not going to do anything.
They're buying.
They
need a
they are
shortstop.
buying. They are going to buy. They're going to get.
Mookie's gone.
What?
Mookie Betts?
Where is he? He's hurt.
Got
I know he's hurt.
Hurt?
But he's not out for the year.
Well, he broke his hand. He's out at least 6 weeks, I think.
Whatever. They're still
And
in a freaking
Miguel Rojas is great, but
55 games. Oh, I hate him so much. Yeah, they're gonna get a shortstop and they're gonna get an outfielder.
they need an outfielder. Outman's not good enough.
No, and Chris
He's not
Taylor
even
is
there.
Is Chris Taylor still there?
Yeah, I think Taylor's there.
That's so.
Outman's in the minors, I think.
Yeah, they optioned him over Chris Taylor, which we talked about, and I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Chris
Yeah.
Taylor. Let me read you Chris Taylor's numbers really quick. Maybe he
He's
got
what?
better. He's hitting 142.
Love that.
Yes,
Love that for him.
So good. Okay.
But
the
Shohei's
Padres.
hitting like 700, so it balances.
It does. The Padres are buying. They're
Padres are
making a
buying.
playoff push. Jurickson Profar might just fuck around and win the National League MVP.
That would be insane. Like,
I mean,
insane.
Okay. Is Shohei going to be the first DH to win the most valuable player?
as long as he doesn't get hurt, yes, absolutely.
And because he's Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah, he's
the golden
totally,
child, like you said.
as I said.
Padres need pitching help in the rotation. Yu
I was
Darvish is
just
hurt,
gonna say
so
they-
is Musgrove. I'm kind
they
of
need-
yapping and not giving you an opportunity to speak, so you go right ahead and talk about the Padres.
They need pitching help for sure. That's where I would see them going. They don't really need a third baseman. They don't need a shortstop. Second base, what do they have? Donovan Solano or Cronenworth Solano at first.
Yep.
Tatis hasn't been the best.
And he's hurt. Bogarts is also hurt.
Bogart's hurt. You've got Merrill in center and Profar in left. And Camposano is hurt.
Yep.
I don't even know who their catcher is right now.
Machado also not playing great. Their catcher is Kyle Higashioka. He had a grand slam yesterday.
Higgy, you're right. Yes. Yeah. So I think pitching is where they need it the most. They have Robert Suarez in the back end of the bullpen, your guy. So I'm thinking pitching all the way is what we're going for here.
I agree.
Yeah, pitching all the way. Obviously, we've already named basically all of the people who might go: Chris Bassett, Montas, Yusei Kikuchi, Rogers from the Marlins. You've got plenty of options, so take your pick.
Correct.
Snakes?
Snakes are selling.
Are they?
I think so. I think Paul Sewell's going to get moved because he's a very valuable piece. I think Jock Peterson could get moved as well.
I'm
Braves,
okay with it.
back to the Braves. They need outfield help. So
What about Eugenio Suarez?
maybe. I mean,
He's not having a good season.
He just got there.
Not having a good season. He did just get there via trade, but they may trade him away again if they want some more help. Madison Bumgarner still on this? Oh no, he's not. Remember him?
You know what? If the Giants make the playoffs, they should bring him back.
I agree.
Just for a
They're not making the playoffs, but I agree that they should bring him back.
Whoa.
He's probably riding a cow right now.
Right. Well,
Not right now, because it's the middle of the night.
right. I'm ready to talk about the Giants.
Let's talk about the Giants.
Huh.
Selling.
No, buying.
Mm-hmm. No,
Reverse
it's for them.
2016.
They're going to do nothing.
Okay, you're probably right. I give too much hope. Let me read you some stuff here really quick. Let's see here. The Giants, since May 29th,
May 29th.
are 10-15 with a 400 win percentage in that time, which is 7th lowest in the majors, 4th lowest in the National League, ahead of only the Marlins, the Cubs, and the Rockies.
That sounds right.
Giants at the halfway point are, as of yesterday, 3 games under 500.
Saying it.
Despite an under 500
They're 4 games.
win percentage, yes. Well, today, because they lost. They're only 3 games back of a wild card spot, currently held by the Padres. Entering today, before the game, the Giants had a 24.9% chance to make the playoffs. At the beginning of the year, Fangraphs gave them 40.5%. Elliot Ramos should start in the All-Star game, hitting 294, 375, 18 extra base hits, 8 doubles, and 10 homers. 35 Ribby 18 runs scored and an 887 OPS in 44 games since being recalled back to the league on May 8th. And here's some quick facts about Ramos. Am I boring you with my...
Are we talking about trades?
We are, but this is important. I'm segueing into something.
Okay.
Please be patient. I lost my thought. Okay, I'm just going to say the Giants are going to trade away Michael Conforto.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to get rid of Mike Yastrzemski and Austin Slater.
Are they actually doing that?
They're going to go get Luis Robert and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Oh, also, Jorge Soler is going to be gone because he looks like Javier Baez.
If they get either of Vladdy or Luis
You're
Robert,
going to say something so stupid and it's going to happen and you're going to owe me something.
I will rent out a suite at the stadium. For just the two of us.
If what happens?
If they trade for either of those two players.
If they trade for Luis Robert or Vladimir Guerrero?
Correct.
Okay. This is here. You're all a witness.
Yes.
You are going to shoot yourself in the fucking foot.
We'll figure it out.
Okay.
Because that's not happening. They're selling.
No.
I have been a fan of this team for too long and had to watch Farhan be the worst president of baseball operations.
But let's look ahead. This is going to scare you. Starting after today, the Giants are going to start a stretch that leads them into the All-Star break.
Mm-hmm.
Fasten your seatbelt. Don't get too scared.
Dodgers.
They will play the Dodgers. They will play the Braves. They will play the Guardians.
Correct.
They will play the Blue Jays. And they will play the Twins. All of which, besides Toronto, are above 500. The Giants have gone 14-24 against teams that are currently 500 or better. And in the second half, the Giants' opponents have a combined .497 win percentage, which is 18th highest among all 30 clubs.
I'm pretty happy with what I said about if they sign either of those two players, because that's not happening.
I don't like you. They're probable starters. By the way, Saturday's a primetime game on Fox.
Interesting.
Landon Knack tomorrow.
What?
Landon Knack against Logan Webb.
Oh, okay.
Tyler Glasnow versus to be announced, and James Paxton. James Paxton bent us over and spanked us last time we played him.
Glasnow's fantastic. I love Logan Webb. I don't know who that person is that you just mentioned. Landon something.
Knack, he's got a 2.10 ERA.
Is he a starter or is he opening?
He's a starter.
He might be on my fantasy team from tomorrow. He's on yours.
He's on mine.
Great.
Picked him up yesterday. No. But the Giants suck.
They do.
But they're still in a playoff position. And I think that Farhan will learn from his mistake in 2019 when they didn't buy.
Or he gets fired.
Or he gets fired, correct.
He's definitely getting fired.
Now the Rockies are going to sell Gomber and Quantrill, and Ryan McMahon won't be there either.
McMahon to the Yankees is perfect fit, by the way.
That is a great fit, and that could really work if Vladimir Guerrero comes to the Giants.
Yes, of course.
You know what? When we are in that box suite, I'm going to go live on YouTube for everybody to see it. And you're going to be looking stupid.
The Yankees are going to shift LeMahieu to first, put McMahon at third, lefty swing at the short porch.
It's a perfect fit. It really is.
Forget that. And then the dude whose name I always forget in their bullpen, who's fantastic.
The closer?
Is it the closer?
Is it Bard? Daniel Bard?
It's not Bard. Not Bard.
No, it's Justin Lawrence.
Lawrence, that's it.
With the hair.
Fantastic. He's got the hair.
He's got
yes.
The hair
that's all to say on the Rockies because they're terrible.
Yes, they are terrible. I mean, okay. Well, we went through every team. Every team that's going to buy is potential playoff contenders. We disagreed on 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah, that's
Astros,
okay.
Giants, and I don't know what else. Cubs,
Neither
maybe? Whatever. But I guess that's a wrap. I mean, do you have anything else you want to say?
No, I think that's good.
Okay. Well, thanks for watching. Why don't you
Thanks.
take it out? Why don't you tell them what to
And
do? And listening. Sorry.
Yeah, thank you so much for listening. Make sure you subscribe, follow us on all of those social media platforms. Subscribe on the podcast sites as well, not just on YouTube.
Yeah.
Follow us everywhere. Thank you so much for listening, and come back next time where we'll talk about more baseball because we're experts.
Yes. And next time, we will probably discuss our All-Star picks.
Let's do it.
Okay. God bless America and free Trevor Bauer. He needs to play in the major leagues.
Let's do it.
Farhan, if you're listening,